Imagine a world where every hope and desire you hold comes to fruition exactly when it's meant to, neither too early nor too late. In this video, we explore the potent idea of timing, specifically the impact that believing in the right time can have on our lives. How does this belief influence our mental and emotional well-being? Can it actually make a difference in how we receive what we're waiting for? Let's dive into these questions, drawing upon the wisdom found in general motivational teachings, similar to those by figures like Louise Hay, who champion the concept of trusting life's timing. Patience is often cited as one of life's great virtues, but what does it truly mean to be patient? It's more than just waiting. It's an active engagement in the present while maintaining a calm assurance that things will eventually unfold as they are meant to. It's about holding space for the future to arrive at its own pace without forcing it or fearing that it won't. This idea is rooted in the understanding that every phase of our lives serves a purpose, and that rushing through or circumventing any part of it might mean missing out on important lessons or experiences that prepare us for what's next. Why does this matter? Because the quality of our lives is greatly enhanced when we are not constantly in a state of desire or dissatisfaction with the present. Believing that everything will come at the right time helps alleviate the pressure of needing things to happen right now. This belief system invites a peacefulness into our day-to-day existence, making us feel lighter and more open to experiencing joy in the current moment, even if it is imperfect. The concept of divine timing suggests that there is a greater intelligence at work in our lives, orchestrating events, meetings, and opportunities in a way that's aligned with our highest good. But accepting this requires us to trust that there is an unseen mechanism behind the scenes. It's not about believing that everything is predetermined, but rather that there is an optimal time for the pieces of our puzzle to fall into place. Trusting in divine timing doesn't mean we sit idly by. Instead, it involves a dynamic interaction with our circumstances where we continue to put in effort but relinquish our attachment to the outcome. We act and then we let go, trusting that the results will manifest when the time is right. It's a gentle balance between making things happen and letting things happen. This approach removes the burden of making every single aspect of our dreams come true on our own, which can be a source of immense pressure and anxiety. This shift in perspective is transformative in that it changes how we view our life's timeline. No longer are we racing against a clock or comparing our journey to others. We begin to understand that our path is unique and it will not look like anyone else's, nor should it. We realize that what we often perceive as delays or detours are actually necessary incubation periods where we are being prepared, strengthened, or redirected towards something even better than what we had planned. By embracing patience and understanding, divine timing, we cultivate a sense of grace about life's unfolding. It empowers us to live more fully in the present, savoring it as a step in the journey rather than just a hurdle to our final destination. As we build our lives around this understanding, we not only enjoy the journey more, we also find that often things come to us with less struggle and more synchronicity. And isn't that a more delightful way to experience life? Trust is a cornerstone when it comes to embracing the concept of things occurring at the right time. It's about more than just hoping for the best. It's about cultivating a deep-seated belief that the events unfolding in our lives are leading us toward where we need to be. Trusting timing asks us to believe that there's an order and a flow to the universe that, while often beyond our understanding, is ultimately working in our favor. This form of trust isn't passive. It's an active alignment with a mindset that expects good outcomes, thereby reducing worry and anxiety about when and how our aspirations will materialize. How does one build this trust? It begins with a small leap of faith, a decision to doubt less and believe more. It involves affirming regularly that the universe is on our side and that we are supported in our journey. By consistently reinforcing this belief, we gradually shift from a state of skepticism to one of confidence in the flow of our life's events. This transformation in attitude not only enhances our mental peace, but also influences how we engage with the world, encouraging a more relaxed and optimistic approach to our goals and dreams. Understanding when we are truly ready for the next phase of our lives is equally critical. Readiness is not just about desire or ambition, it's about being in the right mental, emotional, and sometimes physical state to accept new challenges and opportunities. It's about alignment, ensuring that our skills, circumstances, and internal states are positioned to receive and make the most of what's coming. The realization of readiness often comes with self-reflection. It requires an honest assessment of our current capabilities and our emotional state. Are we really prepared to handle the success we seek? Do we possess the resilience to manage the responsibilities that come with new opportunities? These questions are crucial because often our external circumstances will align with our internal development. When we are truly ready, we may find that things seem to fall into place more seamlessly, affirming the adage that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Building on this concept of readiness, we can begin to take proactive steps towards personal growth while remaining patient for the external world to catch up with our internal progress. This might involve learning new skills, improving our mental health, expanding our networks, or simply enriching our understanding of ourselves and our desires. It's a proactive form of waiting that enriches us, making us better prepared for the opportunities ahead. The urge to control every outcome is a common human instinct, but this need for control often stems from fear and uncertainty, not strength. Learning to let go and trust in the timing of how our life unfolds can be a liberating shift in mindset. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on our dreams and goals. Rather, it entails a shift towards trusting the process and being okay with allowing events to occur as they will without constant intervention. This shift encourages us to focus more on our actions and less on the outcomes. We do our part, planning, striving, and moving forward with our efforts. Then we step back and let the results manifest when and how they are meant to. This approach reduces stress and anxiety as it frees us from the burden of needing immediate results and teaches us the value of waiting for the natural course of events to take place. We often overlook its dynamic nature. Patience is not merely waiting, it is actively enduring the present moment with a sense of composure and a positive outlook. It involves maintaining a calm demeanor and a persistent spirit, even when our desires are not immediately realized. The virtue of patience is essential because it allows us to endure the challenges and delays that come with pursuing meaningful goals. It helps us maintain our enthusiasm and commitment without falling into despair or impatience. I mean, if we can't cope with the good moments, we avoid the bad ones. Cultivating patience requires consistent practice. It involves reminding ourselves of the benefits of waiting and recognizing that some of the best things in life come to those who wait. Patience builds character, teaches resilience, and often leads to better outcomes as it allows time for the right opportunities and connections to emerge. By valuing patience, we enhance our ability to cope with the inevitable delays and obstacles that accompany most worthwhile endeavors. Anxiety about the future often stems from uncertainty and the fear that our needs or desires will not be fulfilled on time. But by shifting our perspective from anxiety to anticipation, we can change our emotional response to the future. Anticipation is a hopeful outlook, focusing on the exciting possibilities that await us rather than the potential negative outcomes. And to cultivate anticipation, we begin by adjusting our mindset to view the future as a space filled with potential rather than peril. This involves acknowledging our anxieties and then consciously choosing to redirect our focus towards positive outcomes. By doing so, we allow ourselves to experience joy and excitement about the possibilities rather than being weighed down by fear of what might never happen. Positive affirmations play a crucial role in reinforcing our belief in the right timing of events. These affirmations are concise, positive statements that, when repeated often, can help to instill and fortify a mindset aligned with patience and trust. They serve as reminders of our ability to cope with waiting and our belief in the eventual realization of our goals. Affirmations such as "I trust in the timing of my life" or "I am open to receiving when the time is right" can be powerful tools in shifting our thoughts from doubt and impatience to acceptance and expectancy. By regularly vocalizing these affirmations, we reaffirm our commitment to a viewpoint that accepts patience and trust, thereby strengthening our emotional resilience and reducing stress related to the timing of outcomes. While we refrain from specific anecdotes, it's important to acknowledge the general pattern observed in many success stories. Significant achievements often occur unexpectedly following periods of uncertainty and perseverance. These generalized patterns remind us that successes are not always the result of a direct and uninterrupted path. Instead, they often follow a natural rhythm where periods of hard work and seeming stagnation are suddenly followed by breakthroughs. These breakthroughs often appear when least expected, subtly hinting that patience and continued effort set the stage for success to occur at the most opportune time. This pattern teaches us that our own timelines for success might differ significantly from our initial plans. It encourages a flexible attitude towards goals and dreams, fostering resilience and a steady commitment to our endeavors without rigid attachment to a specific timeline. Such flexibility allows us to adapt to circumstances and recognize opportunities when they arise, often leading us to success in ways we hadn't anticipated. While we conclude, let's reflect on the essence of welcoming the right time in our lives. This involves more than just waiting. It's an active engagement in life where we prepare ourselves, remain open to opportunities, and maintain a hopeful outlook for the future. Welcoming the right time means living in a state of readiness, where our actions, thoughts, and attitudes align with the possibilities that await us. To truly welcome the right time, we cultivate an environment within ourselves that is ready to receive. We ensure that we are not just passively going through the motions, but are actively improving, learning, and remaining open to change. By doing so, we align our internal state with the external opportunities that the universe has in store for us, confident that they will manifest when the time is right. We find peace in the present and joy in the anticipation of what is to come, fully trusting that everything we strive for will arrive at the perfect moment. The journey of trusting in the right timing is both empowering and liberating, freeing us from the anxiety of when and how, and allowing us to live fully in the now, ready and receptive for all the good yet to come.